Hey guys, welcome to the season 2014-15 review for Let's Play Football Manager 2013 with Brighton. As you can see, the league table will certainly not lie. Not very good. 10th place, although in fairness, I'm sure you are thinking and wondering, what about the whole thing about second season syndrome? And yes, I guess when you look at it that way, yeah, second season syndrome didn't happen, and it's a very, very dangerous little, I don't know, what do you want to call it, disease or something, that really does affect a lot of teams. We saw it a few seasons ago with Reading. We've already potentially seen it with, well, maybe QPR. I don't know if it's happening to them or not. We haven't really seen it though with Swansea or Norwich. Norwich especially, I thought for a while there Norwich were going to really suffer, but so far Chris Hughton's doing a damn decent job. I had him down as being the first manager to leave as well, or to be sacked. But no, he's done a decent job, to be fair. But anyway, enough about my ramblings in real life. Let's check on this game. So, yeah, 10th place, not the best in the world. Although we are level on points with Liverpool. That really is saying something. Not a very good finish then, is it? But West Brom managed to get that Europa League place kicked off the 4th spot by Chelsea, who only by 3 points, it looks there. So they got that, and obviously Arsenal, City, and United, obviously, for the top 4, so no surprise there. Very boring as ever. And we've got Tottenham in 6th, Newcastle in 7th, Villa in 8th, then Swansea, Norwich, Southampton, Everton, Wigan, QPR, Blackburn. And then relegated we see Fulham, who always seem to get relegated. They ended up on the All Regen Liverpool series in FM12. They ended up, in like the Blue Square Bet Conference or something. They ended up in one of the conferences. Might have been the senior conference, actually. But still, it's the conference. And Stoke, who ended up in like League One. And boy, would I be glad to see Stoke go. Anyway, chances are that's not going to happen anytime in the future, as in fairness to them, they actually are doing quite well at the moment, annoyingly. So what happened there? I thought, we were doing decent. It was, we were 5th at one point. We were 5th come February. Only had a few months to negotiate. And we're not going to hit that objective of the Europa League. I'll come back to that now. So obviously we'll check the old fixtures again here. So obviously we had a bit of a disaster, to be honest. Once obviously we had that Reading game, which I talked to you about in the last video, and then we had a 3-2 again. We had a double loss to Villa. Very strange. Darren Bent at the double, who seems to exceptionally overpowered this game. Nested once again scoring, and a rare goal in fact, for Rodney Strasser, who does not score very often. But this is, as you can see, Aaron Lennon's playing for them now. This is Thomas Kuchak in goal. Apparently. That's an own goal. Again, the match engine. Probably should. That was probably a Darren Bent hat-trick, but apparently that's an own goal. I know. Beats me as well. 2-0 loss to Man United. Let's ignore that. Then we played PSV in Holland. Will Buckley had the game of his life. Lewis Dunk also scoring. And as you can see, this is where the likes of Higatzi, Bruma and Marin all started to really start, playing the first team regularly. 2-0 loss to Arsenal, let's ignore that. And then we went and brought them back home, beat them 5-1. Will Buckley scoring a hat-trick. That is incredible. Butner scored an own goal. Admittedly, at the start I thought, oh, here we go. I thought this is going to be one of those days. Maybe we're going to, lose here. This isn't going to go well. We're going to, it sounded like, and it started off like it was going to be a real nightmare, but no. So let me just say this. Will Buckley with 2 there. He's got 3 there. That's 5 goals in 2 games against PSV Eindhoven. They must bloody hate him. Then we started to turn things around again, obviously with a win there. So that's a big win. Allowed us to go on. I don't even know how that happened. Just Will Buckley was just incredible. And Nessid and D'Alessandro also scoring. But yeah, 3-0 against Millwall. This was much easier. Simon Church actually did score this time. I had a bit more faith in him. Obviously with better players around them, I guess, as well, with the likes of Marin and so on. And then we played FC Twente and went back to Holland. And once again, 1-2-0. We must love Holland. As Thomas Nessid got 2 goals. Did really well. 3-1 against Blackburn. Larson with 2. And the forgotten man, Victor Anichebe, up there. And then 2-1 against Twente. So we are now, it's the second knockout round. So we're into the quarterfinals. Absolutely incredible. D'Alessandro and Victor Anichebe. So he's back up to his scoring ways. And we played Swansea at home, and then I think things started to go a little bit wrong again. As we lost there. 2-1 against Fulham. Marco Marin did his best, but unfortunately couldn't do much more than that. Then we played Tottenham. This is where things got very, very interesting indeed. 2-1 loss at the Lane. Marco Marin having a very poor night, a very off night. And yeah, but I was still happy enough though. We got an away goal and I thought, okay, that's going to set us in good stead. That should set us hopefully in good stead to see what happens next. And I've clicked on the wrong thing, damn it. And you've probably seen something there, that's probably spoilt it. Never mind. Where are we? Tottenham, right. Keyboard doesn't work. Keyboard, rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Let's use the mouse. Right, okay, 2-1 against Stoke. Stephen Dobie scoring the forgotten man once again there. But a nice victory over Stoke, who say we're relegated. But we managed to beat Tottenham 3-1. We, honest to God, when we come home, it's like Liverpool, when we come home and everyone's like, big European night. That's what it was like. And we had a great start here. We'll obviously Tottenham have got Douglas Costa here, so they've got a fairly decent team, but clearly ours is better. And that's not Joe Allen, by the way. That's another player called Allen. I'm trying to think which one it was, but it's not Joe Allen. So I just want to point that one out. I think he's still at Liverpool. I think they've changed they've got about like 3 different managers. Liverpool. I don't know what it is, but let's look at this from Marco Marin. Okay, forgets the ball there, but Nessid. Slight fumble there from Hugo Lloris. I was not expecting him to do it, but there you go. That brought us right back into it. So that was 2-2 within a few minutes. And I was, at this point, I was really happy. I think we we have a chance here. It gave me the belief. Callum Norton charging in, doing really well. I like the belief in the players. I actually didn't have a team talk, but there's Buckley again. He's taken over, I guess, from who's the other goal scorer, who had a great start in the Europa League, enjoying himself. But there you go, 16 minutes, 3-0. That's 3-0, 4-2. Now we lead, and we are standing on the brink there of Europa League semi-finals. So Tottenham, this is the first proper challenge. I mean, Twente and PSV really did not offer much, but this is the first real challenge, and we've got them home. And did really well. Not the best touch there from Alex Butner. And this obviously leads to Gilfie Sigurdsson scoring, as you can see in a moment. This was pretty disappointing from Liam Bridcut and Thomas Kuchar. I really don't know. Explain that, how that wasn't an own goal. Surely that was not heading in. Surely Sigurdsson did not mean to shoot there. Yet, Darren Bent's goal is an own goal, despite that heading in towards the goal. I can't explain that. Anyway, 1-1 at the Amex against Liverpool. Victor Anichebe obviously scoring. And then 4-1 against Chelsea. I think at this point I started to concentrate. I was like, okay, start concentrating. Actually, no, it wasn't. Oh, sorry, that's the other one. Playing Galatasaray, old foes, from the group stages in that stadium. It was a 2-1, a little difficult, but again, it gave us a chance. That goal, that away goal, just gave us just a glimmer of hope that we could take them back to the Amex and do well again. Thomas Nested scoring, but check this out. It was 94th minute. I thought, okay, we've got a chance. It's like we've got a chance. We've got that away goal. It wasn't too disappointing, to be honest. It didn't really change the complexion of the game all that much. Obviously, psychologically, that's what these goals tend to do. But when you have the away goal, it doesn't really make that much of a deal. Really, you still have that sort of stamp of dominance in it. But this is 94th minute. I think it set everyone to contain, but just wasn't enough. Look at that for a pass, though. And that, didn't necessarily break my heart or anything, but, at that point I was like, oh, is this going to be it? But at this point I was focusing on the Europa League. A respectable 1-1 draw. Thomas Nested yet again scoring against City. But, once again, we take them home, and we do really, really well. 3-0, and we just seem to, it's like Liverpool, I guess, or to a lesser extent, I guess, Manchester United. We come home and we just absolutely established dominance, and that's ended 4-2 on aggregate. Obviously, there's now Blazkowski actually getting his first and only goal for the club. He was injured for quite a fair amount of it though, so Lewis Dunk there. That is just short of 9 minutes. That brought us back into the game. We led on away goals. That meant we led in a semi-final, a European semi-final 1. That is one game away then from a European final, the Europa League final. This is a few minutes later. This is in the 11th minute. Cross from Buckley just dominated European midfields in this tournament. They were absolutely fantastic. And yeah, as I say, they were absolutely phenomenal. There was no real reason to change the centre mids when they were performing so well. Anyway, here we go. Blazhkovsky, look at this. Great finish from Blazhkovsky. As you can see, that's 2 goals in 4 minutes. Oh no, it wasn't his first goal. Never mind. I thought it was, but clearly it wasn't. So yeah, that is now 3-2. We led. Obviously, if they got a goal, I mean, it didn't really change the complexion that much. But again, it's a psychological thing. We had that chance, but this was the killer blow here. Who else? Will Buckley. It's a little slightly scrappy goal, but that killed it. We were heading to Spain and the Europa League final. Who would we meet? So that was obviously that. And at this point, obviously, we're slipping away. Things weren't going too well for us in the league. And I was like, okay, maybe we should focus on the Europa League. Then this is where I kind of just gave up. So we're going to be playing Bayer Leverkusen in the final, and that will be a live commentary. Join me for that. That will be fantastic. Cannot wait to do it after this video. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And then obviously I play this weakish teams-ish. So played half decent team against Tottenham. I didn't want to go out on a whimper on the league, but Adebayor, fortunately, I thought we were going to win, but Adebayor popped up in the last minute to get an 87th minute equaliser for them. So yeah, not the best league campaign in the world, but then again, bear in mind, second season syndrome is quite we didn't fall for it too badly. So overall, netted 19 goals, a fantastic return for a player side on a free. And also from my scouts, I guess. Chadley with 9, Barnes with 8, Buckley with 7, D'Alessandro, decent return from midfielder, 5 on his debut season. And yeah, there you go. That is pretty much it, really. That's all I've got to really say. I mean, no more signings, obviously. I don't think I've got any signings to come in. Oops, there. What have I done here? Oh dear, clicked the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I've got any players to come in or out. Obviously, I'd let Forsakowski go on loan there. So yeah, that is everything. And so please join me then for the Europa League final commentary from the Vicente Calderon. I cannot wait for that. Should be a cracker. Hopefully you will enjoy it as well. So that's the review. Not the best league season, but oh my, what a season in Europe. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you then for the Europa League final. Goodbye for now.